999, portal of completion. Whenever a Tuesday tea at 2 falls on such powerful, rare, auspicious energy, I consider it quite a blessing to be able to be in ritual, in the mode, in receptive mode, in the release to increase mode, and to be able to be in community with you, whether you are watching live, whether you watch in the future, whether it is 10 years in the future. This was done. This was now. This was today. This was here. And today is a day. We just came off of our lunar eclipse, blood moon, supermoon, Pisces full moon that aligns with Yemoya energy as well, because her feast day was on the same exact day of that lunar eclipse. Yemoya is the Orisha of the ocean, of the moon, of pregnancy, of the amniotic fluid, of the cleansing, everything that is so much in alignment with the Pisces moon. Taps into the endings energy, Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac, which also brings us right back to Yemoya because of the fishes, and Yemoya is the owner, ruler of the fish. Fishes represent pregnancy. Oftentimes in folklore, if you have a dream of fishes, somebody that you know is pregnant. So the way that it all coincided and all aligned for this energy to release and increase, and again, to come right back to Orisha alignment with Oshun, who is Yemoya's daughter. So again, highlighting her motherhood, highlighting the pregnancy aspect, the ocean, the amniotic fluid, and Oshun's feast day was the day after, tapping into the sweetness of life and the rivers and fresh waters, bringing us to the cleansing and the catharsis and that release, that washing all detriment away. It is gone to stay, never again to replay. Ashe. And then we are here. 3 days of such auspicious alignment, rolling us into 999 portal. It is September 9th, 2005, September, the number 9, the day, the number 9, and we are in a 9 year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9, y'all. Here we are, quite an energy, and it is done, and it has been. It is what it is. So I'm here to share in my alignment, to share that information, to give you guys the details, the logistics, whatever it may be. I am going to be really quick with today's live, and I think going forward, I am going to just try to get everything between 2 and 2:25. You know, I just need to really make sure that I'm here with you guys for 2:22 so we can do our declarations and such. But Kai is back in school, officially a high schooler. She's a freshman, and she goes to school in the city. So I have to go to the city to meet her for 2:40 on some days, but on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. So I've got to make sure that I'm out of here to give myself at least a half hour to get to her in the city. So heads up, going forward, it's not going to be yap, 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 yap. But if you want a little bit more yap, 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 follow me on TikTok. Again, I'm no longer on Instagram, no longer on Facebook, focusing on YouTube right here for Tuesday Tea at 2 and general posts, as well as on TikTok for general posts, for reels, and most importantly, I go live every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing complimentary speed reads for an hour. I've been going longer than an hour, but I have been spiritually restricted to an hour. So 10 to 11, if you tune in and follow me on TikTok, Sabrina Sahara Shares, I will be giving complimentary readings. First come, first serve. There's a specific thing that you got to do, which is putting in the emoji of that particular night, of that theme, and the word reading. And then the first 5 or so that I see, put you down on the list. Then there's a waiting list. And I'm switching things up a little bit more because of this hour, because I read comments, because I'm engaged with such an incredible, beautiful community that is being built there already. I am sticking to the hour, but then as a result, I'm going to be doing the themes for 2 days. So that way, whoever doesn't get a reading, then I will try to overlap it to the next day so that everybody has an opportunity. And then I don't have to switch out the theme every day. We'll see how it goes. I may switch it out every day still, depending day to day, and also depending on how many people are on the waiting list. And I want to give them the opportunity to try again and get it the day after. We'll see. But either way, we're going to vibe in the moment because I will be live every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I ever don't post the actual theme for the night, then something came up, I might have a gig that went overboard, whatever the case is, and that would be the only reason that I'm not live at 10. But 10 to 11, expect me, follow me on TikTok, giving some complimentary reads, and it's going to be a vibe. And it's always a vibe, okay? Hello, Devin. Thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Tuesday tea at 2. We are tapping in, just saying hi. Thank you so much, Devin. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tapping into universal laws, tapping into our healing of crystals and herbs and all of the magic. So I'm not doing any questions now. I do readings every night on TikTok, however. So if you do want to try to tap in and maybe get a reading, it is first come, first serve, and I always have a waiting list. But follow me, Sabrina Sahara Shares, on TikTok, and I do some readings there and stuff. So I may be able to answer your question directly if that's what comes through, if you get on the list for a reading. Cool? So tap in. TikTok, Sabrina Sahara Shares, 10 o'clock every night. You know, depending on the situation. But so far, it's kind of been almost every night. So 999 portal, y'all. Powerful, powerful energy. And with the 999 portal, especially coming off of a Pisces lunar eclipse, tapping into the cleansing and the washing away and the release to increase energy with Yemoya and Oshun feast days, it is the most potent time to do a cord cutting. If you have ever done a cord cutting and you know what to do, tonight is the night to do it. 9 p.m. your time. In my case, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing right before I get onto the live. So at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or your particular time, if you are not Eastern Standard Time, try your best to do a cord cutting. If you can't do it tonight, that's fine. Even within the next 9 days, it's going to be really, really powerful to tap into this frequency, to get this kind of spiritual support as above, so below, to clear away, to cut tethers of anything that is holding you on to this old life, this old version of you. Incredible support to get into this new timeline. So cord cutting, whether again it's something that you've done before, look something up online that resonates with you. I do also offer a very, very powerful ritual that works with the governing meridian. If you're interested in that, definitely DM me. If you send me your email through the DM, then I will absolutely send you the general information. Getting the information is absolutely free, but there is an offering, an exchange, energy exchange offering, because it is a very involved, downloaded, learned, certified approach to cord cutting that is so lasting and very, very immediate and instantaneous in some cases. Those that have done it with me in the past truly cannot believe how quick they were able to release an emotion, how a relationship was just kind of removed that they felt really, really stagnant in. You know, clearing imposter syndrome, some of these negative self-talk, you know, all the things that we try to cord cut. We often think that it's supposed to be external, you know, specific experience or relationship, but those things automatically fall away when we clear out the internal things that are holding us back. Those cords that we have, the kind of soul contracts that we have signed that we don't even realize that we're still so tethered to. So it's very, very powerful. Again, it works with the governing meridian. If you know anything about that, you can look it up. But again, in the free information about the cord cutting that I offer, all of that's in there. It's a PDF that I will email you absolutely free so that you can get a more, you know, educated information about what this all is. And I will just give a hint that it works with a magnet. And it is absolutely life-changing. So DM me if you want information, get your email, and I will send that over to you. And whenever you're ready for it, but this time frame, again, particularly tonight at 9 p.m. your time, or within the next 9 days at 9 p.m., everything, absolutely everything. The governed meridian works specifically in the most potent time between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. your time zone. So that's why it's especially powerful on a 999 portal, because of the fact that it taps into 9 o'clock particularly. Like the whole thing is just so wow. So wow, okay? So yesterday was Momentum Monday. So I do always share our Momentum Monday motivation declaration, which was tapping into our lunar eclipse, tapping into Yemoya, tapping into Oshun, and the cleansing of everything, the catharsis. I confront what I need to cleanse to achieve clarity, was yesterday's downloaded Momentum Monday motivation. And now we're tapping in to our herb, our plant for today. and our crystal, in this case, a fossil for today, so in alignment with 999 energy, because it's about endings, it's about completion, it's about removing cycles, again, that release to increase energy. The number 9 is ruled by Oya, the Orisha of endings, of the storm, of washing things away, of the winds of change that literally just shakes and breaks and quakes what is not serving you. She is the tower in the tarot, so will break down and destroy what is not stable, what is not structured, what is not solid foundation, that again is a detriment to you. And whether you're ready or not, that's Oya energy. That is the number 9 energy. That is this tapping in of the number 9. We are in a 9-year, going into a 10-year, 2026. So it's also thinking about what it is you do not want to carry over into the new year. And in many cases, when we think about not wanting to carry something over, ultimately, when you do things that clear certain things out, there is nothing left to carry over. You have left it. It is in the past. So that is why this 999 portal, which again is so rare, because we get a 99 portal every year. September 9th is the 99 portal, but a 9-year doesn't happen every year. So very, very, very powerful, very, very potent. So tap in to do whatever it is that you feel that is resonant for you in regards to just cutting cords, leaving it behind, letting it go, release to increase, that urge to purge, right? Catharsis, decluttering, cleansing, the washing away, the washing away, the washing away. Ashe? Okay, so in alignment with that, we're working with wood sorrel today. Wood sorrel we have in abundance at the garden, and it has a very Lucky Charms kind of energy to it, a very shamrock energy to it. It is often mistaken to the shamrock, to clovers, because it looks very much like it. But what is extra special about wood sorrel, also known as oxalis or oxalis, is that it's a perfect heart times 3. So this is beautiful for heart healing. It's great when you think about 3 of Swords energy, because it's very much counter 3 of Swords, because we got the 3 energy, the 3 hearts, that taps into heart healing. So very, very powerful for heart healing energy. It is high in vitamin C, so high in vitamin C that it is higher than oranges. Now, when you have a plant that has a higher nutritional value, a higher mineral content, value of vitamin C than an orange, that is immune boosting on fleek. So it is a perfect time, especially going into harvest season. You know, we're on the last days of summertime. You need to start boosting your immune system. You need to start getting that vitamin C up. This is it right here. You do have to take it in moderation because of how high it is in vitamin C. It's also high in vitamin A and in some vitamin B, but it has the reason it's called oxalis is because it has an oxidate. I'm trying to remember the name exactly, but or how to pronounce it, I should say, component to it, a mineral to it that you can kind of overdo it. You can not even overdose, but it's just too much. Especially if you're thinking about liver and certain organs and stuff, because it also is really good for the bladder, UTI infections, for the kidneys. So like everything, anything that's good, too much of it is bad. So in this case, because of how high its content is in terms of vitamin C, you do want to make sure, and that particular oxalic acid, whatever it is. It's great for digestion, great for inflammation, and it actually used to treat scurvy. So this was like what the pirates were using to clear their scurvy. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about like that kind of virus, and this is what they were using, like literally they said a cupful was all they needed to kind of, clear things out and to boost their immune, and a higher, again, content, vitamin C, than an orange. So it teaches us again about moderation, because again, too much of a good thing is not good, right? So when we're learning about moderation, it brings us into an energy of balance, and the same thing as we're tapping into this energy of release to increase, and what it is we need to clear, what it is we need to detox, what it is we need to declutter. It's finding that in between. Very powerful message for that. And then we tap into ammonite, and this is perfect alignment for 999 energy, because if you can see, the ammonite kind of looks like a reversed 9, right? If you look at it this way, it looks like a 9. How freaking cool is that, right? So tapping into 9 energy, 999, tapping into fossil energy, tapping into an energy of completion. This fossil is complete. It is not going to grow anymore. It is bringing in the energy of the past, the present, and the future, because it is a fossil of the past that is here in the present, that ultimately is going to remain in this condition forevermore. So it's a very, very powerful tie-in of the past, present, future, which brings in, again, us tapping into the energy of 999, the energy of completion, the energy of endings, the energy of immortality in many ways. And a fossil is very much indicative of an energy of immortality, of kind of being here forever. But it was there in the past. It was there before us. But yet here I am holding something that was here millions of years before I was a twinkle in my mama's eye. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool. Taps in, again, to cord cutting energy, taps into cycles and spirals. If you take a look at it, it's got the energy of the spiral going up a staircase. We want an energy of forward momentum, especially with 999. What are we clearing? What are we removing so that we are not stagnant or stuck in the past? We want to think about the energy of moving forward, of spiraling up. Life, everything, our DNA structures, all of that are spirals. There are no linear lines in nature, the way that we kind of put things in time and all of that. It's all a spiral. It's all a vortex. So when you are manifesting, it's really important to imagine and to tap in to the energy of a spiral. And the ammonite is a tangible manifestation of that spiral, of that energy of spiraling up. Only up from here, Ashe. So let's tap in to, and as always, I give thanks to you and I give thanks to Baba Ozain, the Orisha of everything that is green and grows. Ashe. I knew that was going to happen, and I'm so happy it did, because I put them in whole and I just put my hot water over it. I put them in my salads when I'm cooking, but I'm happy that I remembered, or that I did it, that it happened, because when you bite into wood sorrel, you taste it, it's like squeezing a lemon in your mouth. It is, and that's why the acidity is so high. That's why the vitamin C content is so high, and why moderation is so important, because it is like tangy, and that's why it tastes so good in your food and in salads, especially when you eat it fresh. But again, moderation. But I'm glad that I remembered to share that, or that, again, they reminded me to share that, because I got it in my mouth while I was drinking the tea. It's really quite something to taste it. Like, I remember the first time that I tasted it, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. So cool. So try to get you some wood sorrel. If you are in Brooklyn and you want to come to the garden and get you some wood sorrel and forage some wood sorrel, you should do that. We've got tons of it all over, all of the time. And let's tap in. It's 2:19, and I gotta go by 2:25, y'all. For real, for real. So let's see. I always, try to give you guys the option. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Russell. I'm sorry that I didn't see you, but welcome. I do give you guys the opportunity to give me a stop top or a stop bottom. So if anybody's here and you want to say stop top, then I stop and I choose the top card, or stop bottom and I stop and I choose the bottom card. But because I have to be more quick with the energy and with the shuffling and all of that stuff, I'm going to just let spirit lead. And when I decide to pick a card, either a top or the bottom, or if it flies out as as often happens, then that's the card. Then I'll do that. But if I see the stop top, stop bottom before anything happens, then I will go with you, okay? Let's see. Thanks, Spirit. Ashe. Tapping in universal laws for the collective. What is our universal law for this week? Tapping into this lunar eclipse. Tapping into Yamoya, tapping into Oshun, tapping into 999. Woo! The portal of completion. You saw that? We got it. 35, the law of harmony. And we are episode 35, and we get the number 35. Beautiful energy. Bringing in the number 8, the number of infinite abundance. Hey, Larry Lamar. Hi. Okay, this one's for you. Let's see. The law of harmony, dissolve all discordance and chaos. This is the epitome of what we are cord cutting. That is this energy of 999, the energy of completion, the energy of releasing karmic tethers, things that do not serve, what it is that you do not want to carry over, what is preventing you from walking into this portal to walk into the best, newest, most abundant version of you. This is what it's about, choosing harmony. Releasing the discord, releasing the chaos, releasing what is, tumultuous, because at the end of the day, we are in a 3-dimensional reality. There are things we are not going to be able to avoid in the matrix. So it really is an energy of pick your poison, pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? Like what you don't have to fight about, what you don't have to deal with, to prioritize your peace, to preserve your peace, do that. 100% do that. because there's things that, again, are just going to be presented to us, and then we have to deal with that. So the more that we have the control, the more that we can really invoke our will to decide, yeah, I'm not messing with that right now. That is this energy of what it is we're choosing to release. So when you think about experiences and relationships, your own thought processes, your own things that are preventing you from being in an energy of harmony, because that is the energy and gratitude and faith that we need to tap in to be able to actually manifest what it is that we desire, that our hearts desire. So whatever we can clear out that is external, that is internal, that brings chaos, that brings disorder, this is the time to let it go. And very, very, very powerful energy and support to let it go. 222, balance and harmony surrounds me. Balance and harmony surrounds me. Balance and harmony surrounds me. Ashe. And I like, getting through the live a lot quicker. That's going to actually be really, really powerful for all of us. So I dissolve all discordance and chaos. I dissolve all discordance and chaos. I dissolve all discordance and chaos. Dissolve it. 999 portal, incredible energy. This is absolutely confirmation for us on what is possible on this day. Through the next 9 days in particular, very, very powerful, again, for cord cuttings. If you know of someone that supports for cord cuttings, I do as well. So please let me know if you are interested. Happy to send you the information by email for free so that you know what it is that you are investing in and why it is so lasting and why it is so powerful. But whatever makes sense for you. Find something on YouTube that resonates, whatever it is. Spirit, just go into meditation and ask Spirit, what do you need to do to cut the cords of what is tethering you to this old version of you, and receive your own downloads, right? Whatever I support, whatever I offer, I will always tell someone, do it your way. It doesn't have to be my way. I just have, what I know works for me, which I refer to my cord cutting as spiritual surgery. So if it is something that resonates, absolutely let me know. But do your thing. Do it your way. Always do it your way, because there is no better way, ultimately. Support is support, externally, internally. If it calls to you and it helps you get to a baseline to be able to channel for yourselves, then that's something else, and I'm here for it. But whatever you feel like, I'm good. Thank you for the tip. I'm gonna work it out. Work it out. Do that thing. Do that thing. Do that. The dissolving energy here is so powerful as well, because it's really an energy of like evaporation. Like it's just gone, right? The release to increase energy. But when you think about dissolving, it's like completely done. It's done. It's just done. And this is the energy that we want for 999 portal. So that's it. That's all. It's 224. So I'm just going to read our angel number because I do have to be out of here in a minute. Fundamentals. Secure your life. As you think of what you are building in your life today, your angels guide you to think of something you've taken for granted. The foundational people, places, and opportunities in your life need your attention. Think of something you've overlooked in your life and give it your energy today. Focus on you today. What it is that you have overlooked in regards to your life. Yes, the external and all of that, but today, 999 portal, start with you. Because when you start with you, when you start pouring into you, when you first again start to dissolve and declutter and detox the things that do not serve you, everything else on the external just makes so much more sense. And it's like, wait a minute, why am I allowing this? Wait a minute, why are you still here? Wait a minute, why am I still thinking, feeling? Why is there still access to me in this particular dynamic or experience? It's going to get so much clearer in this energy. Again, cord cutting energy, however you choose to do it, do that. If you need my support, if you need my particular ritual, do that. It is spiritual surgery, and it is lingering, it is lasting, it is so incredibly powerful. So do it your way or touch base, and I will be happy to share my way. That's it for today. Tap in on TikTok, Sabrina Sahara Shares. I am live every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right after I do my cord cutting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna be tapping in with y'all on TikTok. And it's gonna be a whole other level, because the downloads and the DNA upgrades that I got through this lunar eclipse was a whole other thing. And I'm just so excited to see and hear and feel what my energy is going to augment to after I do my spiritual surgery. So I will see you, if I see you later after my spiritual surgery, on the TikTok. I love you guys. Until the next time, in the meantime and in between time, lest we forget, time to get back to natural. Peace.